Pog benched. Like that. Should work in marketing me. Glad that Shaw's come back in. That's clearly a performance-related thing. Rojo for Jones, I think, is maybe a tad harsh, to be honest, because I thought Smalling was the worst of the two. I thought Jones got the blame because he scores the own goal, but in reality he had a pretty decent game, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. McTominay starting is great for him. Another example there, Jose Mourinho playing youth, which he doesn't get the credit for, while you've got Pep Guardiola there at Manchester City refusing to even name a full team because he doesn't want to give youth the opportunity. Will the press say it? No, but I'll say it, so there you go. No Paul Pogba. The press are going to make an absolutely massive deal out of it, and do you know what? Maybe they should. Maybe they should make a massive deal out of it. Maybe it's a massive deal.
No. I disagree. Paul Pogba's part of the team like any other player. If Paul Pogba hasn't performed, look, my reasons for Paul Pogba not performing are the fact that he was in a 4-2-3-1, he shouldn't have been. But I would have picked that team before the game, and Jose picked that team. So whatever he's asked Pogba to do, if Pogba's not done it, regardless of whether we think he's in the wrong position or not, then he's susceptible to being substituted, susceptible to being changed, and susceptible to being dropped. I would have started him in this game. I think it's a tad harsh, but I don't think... I know the media will make a story out of it, but I don't think it should be, because he's just another part of the team.
I disagree that he's just another part of the team. There's a spine of this team which never gets dropped. When they're fit, they play, and that is Big Dave. I think that's Baye. I think that's Matic, Pogba, and I think it's Lukaku, and it's probably now going to be Alexis Sanchez as well. We get to see him today. So I think it is a big deal that he's dropped him, because he has been dropped, I think. I don't think he rotates for Premier League games unless he thinks the league's gone completely.
I think it's a dropped.
He is dropped, yeah. So I think that the fact that he has dropped him, it might be, maybe it's a game that he goes, you know what, we can beat these without him. And if that's the case, then sound. And if he also at the same time can go, do you know what, I can send a message to the rest of the team that not only will I sub you, but I'll also drop you. Then I think that's a good message to send, and it keeps everybody on their toes. Because if he can do it to Paul Pogba, he can definitely do it to every other member of this squad.
Mata's back though. We've got a good record with Mata in the team. Alexis looks like is he on the left? Is it a 4-3-3? I'm not too sure. I'm going to give you the team again because the numbers have jumped up. We've got 1,300 people in. I want to see at least 650 likes. That's a decent ratio, isn't it? David De Gea, Valencia, the captain, Smalling, Rojo, Shaw, Matic, McTominay, Mata, Lingard, Alexis, Lukaku. On the bench, Romero, Lindelof, Young, Carrick, Pogba, Martial, Rashford. Jones dropped completely from the team. But let's talk about the players that are in the team. Luke Shaw on the left, he's back. Do you think Jose's saw enough now of Ashley Young this week? Do you think, this is what I want to ask, do you think any of the performances from Ashley Young, Jones, have seriously changed Jose's mind about them? Or could there have been more than a bad game for some of them, is what I'm trying to say?
I don't think they've, I mean, in my head, I've seen Ashley Young have programs like that before, so I'm not majorly concerned that is going to be something that changes perception. As I said earlier, I don't think Jones's performance was that bad. I think people are blowing it out of proportion and looking at the own goal and seeing more significance in that than his actual 90-minute performance. Smalling's positioning for a lot of the game and his ball distribution would have been the one that I would have thought made way. Baye's almost back, so maybe he's just giving Rojo some minutes, because as soon as Baye gets back, maybe it's going to be Baye and Rojo. We always said, didn't we, that we thought that might be too much hot sauce, but I like that.
Is it a concern that we spent £31 million on Lindelof and he's not? We've got these problems and he's not trusted.
Of course it is, yeah. I saw prior to him coming that I thought he had a lot of holes to his game, but if Jose was aware of those and was like, it's cool, we're going to work on them, then sound. Otherwise, if he was bought to be a starter, then yeah, he's been an absolute failure of a signing, because he's not started, and arguably Tuanzebe could have come in and done the cameos that Lindelof has done. So the jury's massively still out on that one. Baye being back is going to be a big thing for us towards the end of the season, so I'm glad that Rojo's getting it. He wanted to just completely refresh the whole defence, so I guess that, I don't know, it's interesting to see what the reaction is here, because this is a bit of a rotated side. Got some questions in there.
Someone said, why is Pogba dropped?
What I would probably do is go and look at Wednesday night's game, and that would be why, I imagine. Now, we said it's also Jose sending out a little bit of a message that he picks the team, and he decides who stays on the pitch and who comes off the pitch, and he's in charge. He's given Scott McTominay a start. We still don't know if this is going to be 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. We could conceivably see Mata played as a number 8 today. alongside McTominay with Matic in behind. That might be interesting. We see Jesse on the right and Alexis on the left.
Maybe he feels McTominay's more suited to a 4-2-3-1, and he really wants to stick to that formation, which I disagree with, but you can understand it because McTominay does things more simple. We got Rance here who's going to jump on in a second, give us his thoughts on a game. I like McTominay. He's quick and has phenomenal potential, says someone. Daniel's, big defensive signings needed in the summer, says Danny. And if Matic is carrying an injury-wise, he's starting against us for GFC, making a good point. Well, you've seen the team, innit?
Yeah, I'm not happy, man. I'm not happy with the team, but it is what it is. But because Martial and Pogba are out, maybe he's resting them.
You think so?
They've been our two best players probably over the last 6 games, man. So, and if he's resting both of them, I think maybe he's just resting them. Honestly, I think that's what it is.
You think people are going to read too much into it then?
I think so. I think it's a balance thing. I think he thinks it's Huddersfield. We don't need to play all our big guns and blow them out of the water. If we put out...
Don't we, though? Do we need a good performance today?
We do, but I think we can beat them with just a good performance. It doesn't have to be exceptional to beat them. Do you know what I mean? As long as they do what they're meant to do, we beat them anyway.
Therefore, Luke Shaw's back.
Yeah.
At least Shaw is in for young. Someone said our manager's lost the plot, says the real Zlatan. You agree with that?
No. Jose knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. I'm not buying this lost the plot thing. I think a mistake that we made against Spurs as well is we had all our big guns on the pitch. Like, we had no one to turn to when things weren't really working. I think it's good to kind of have people on the bench to change the game. That's what we did a lot last season. You know what I mean? A lot of the time last season, the bench was where the games were kind of changed. So I think it's good to have a Pogba and a Martial on the bench.
Before I get his prediction, follow him on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, YouTube as well, Rants and Bants. You've probably seen him somewhere anyway, going on a mad one at Theresa May or something. What's your score prediction?
3-0. I'd like to say 4, but I think we need Pogba for 4, mate. You know what I mean? But I'll take...
Off the bench to score the 4th?
I don't know. I'll take 3, man. I'll take 3. I think we'll beat them, and I think it'll be comfortable. I do. I feel like the creativity that we usually lose when Pogba's not in the team, we now have with Alexis. So it's not as big a loss as it used to be. Do you know what I mean? Before he was our only creative outlet, and now we got Alexis. So if Alexis plays behind Lukaku, which I think he will, I think we'll be all right, man.
Cheers, man. Come on, Dino. You guys that watch Weekend Rap on my channel, we're going to get Dean's thoughts now. Where is Bailly, says Jesse. He's injured. He's going to be back at the end of the month. The team news for you guys that missed it: David De Gea, Valencia, the captain, Smalling, Rojo, Shaw, Matic, McTominay, Mata, Lingard, Alexis, Lukaku. On the bench, Romero, Lindelof, Young, Carrick, Pogba, Martial, Rashford. I was about to say, where's Rojo? But he's in the first 11. And I love that. I absolutely adore Marcus Rojo. Dean, how you feeling? We've seen the team. No Martial, no Pogba. What are your thoughts?
I'm still confident. I think Jose's, and I've heard what you have said prior to me. I don't know, you're not very happy with that, but the way I see it, he's picked the team to win the game. At the end of the day, if we don't lose to Spurs in the week, if he rotates the team to this, does everyone disagree with he's making a mistake? I think he's picked a team to win the game today. I think the team he's picked is strong enough to win the game. I think it's coincided, obviously, he's kind of showing man like Pogba that if you don't play well, you get dropped. But that's how it should be. If you have a poor game, why should McTominay not start? McTominay's played kind of well when he came in. So give him his chances against Huddersfield at home, with the significance of today and the remembrance of 58. You know what I'm saying? Look, our players should all be up for the game. He's picked a strong team. Like, I know everyone maybe not be happy with it, but it's coincided. I think we've teach some of the players a lesson as to you need to up your game, and at the same time, the team that he's picked is good enough to win the game.
Defo is good enough to win the game. Are we all good here, Chris? We're still going? Yeah? What's your prediction?
Even though I've said that, I'm a little less confident now because of the team he has picked. I think the team will be good enough to win the game. But in terms of, I was thinking before maybe 3 or 4-0, but I think now a 2-0 win. Personally, I just hope we keep a clean sheet. I think we've been looking dodgy at the back, and we just need to solidify that. We've got a lot of attacking talent.
So reset that one sec. We'll get your prediction again. I've got a feeling Burnley are going to score, but it's not that it matters. I've been playing Football Manager and managing Villa. When I get them back. Yeah, so I think we got disconnected last time. What's your prediction?
So now, like I said, with the team that he's picked now, I think we'll win 2-0. I think getting a clean sheet is massive. We've got enough attacking talent to cause anyone problems, let alone Huddersfield. Burnley have scored, if you didn't know.
Burnley have scored, and it's obvious that we got a room full of people that think this means it's backhanding.
Wishful thinking.
We're gonna win the league, lads. I'm joking. Yeah, don't clip that up.
Yeah, well, it's one of them. I say, look, we need to just focus on ourselves, and we need to focus on ourselves, and we need to get our points together. So we need 3 points today.
Therefore, we're gonna get 3 points today. I'm going 4-0. We're gonna win the league now. What was that? Was that yes?
No, sir.
We are going to win the league in 2018-19. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, fan cams after the game. We're back to normal today. See you later. Well, record fee.